Right now, let's see what Bruce thinks of today's legal brain teaser. Would you please help me welcome Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Todd. It's nice to speak with you this morning.
And it's nice to speak with you every Wednesday. We learn so much from you. I look forward to this like a student. I'm right there in the front row with my, well, I was going to say my notepad, but I guess nowadays it would be a laptop computer to take my notes.
Well, that's great, and I look forward to your questions.
Here's today's question. Let me get right into it because it's a little bit on the lengthy side. It says, my wife was shopping at a big box store in the ceiling fan section. All of a sudden, she was struck in the head by a large box and hit the ground. She was taken to the hospital with severe head injuries. I called the store to pursue a claim for my wife's medical bills, but they were not helpful. They informed me that the report their employees submitted indicate that my wife knocked the box off the shelf, which caused her to be struck in the head. Fortunately, a friend of my wife was not too far away and saw an employee had knocked the box off. I'm not sure what I should do. Can the lawyer help? Is this just a he said, she said? And boy, it certainly looks like that on the surface, but let's see what Bruce says. Go ahead.
Well, fortunately, there was a witness, and a witness takes it out of the so-called he said, she said situation. Mm-hmm. It's a shame that people just aren't honest and forthright and said, boy, I'm sorry, I knocked it off the shelf, and the employee feels compelled to lie. It would be a more difficult situation without a witness, but with an eyewitness to substantiate a story, I think she's in good shape. She needs to see a personal injury lawyer as soon as possible and process a claim against the store.
Something we were kicking around behind the scenes, because we always like to brainstorm on this before we actually get to have a conversation with you. And something we were kicking around is, assuming for the moment this is a highly perched box and it's awkwardly placed or whatever, and the woman indeed did bring it down on her own head, would there be something like comparative negligence on the part of the store for placing it in a precarious way or something?
Yes, if you could show that the store did something to cause or contribute to the cause of the box falling and injuring her, you would be able to compare the negligence of the store as compared to the negligence of the individual. And, there's standards in every business, and you would probably need an expert to show what the standard are. What the standard is, putting the merchandise away safely.
I see. Okay. That gets a little bit more complicated, and I didn't mean to open up a separate area of discussion here, but it's the kind of thing that might come up, and you really need a professional on your side.
You do, and we'd be happy to speak to that person and give them our advice.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, once again, Bruce, hopefully there's some answers that are forthcoming for this woman. Does sound like she was just minding her own business, wrong place, wrong time kind of thing. Anyway, thank you so much for weighing in this morning and providing your weekly advice.
Well, thank you for contacting me, Todd.
Absolutely. And let's give it up again for Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured, and our question of the week. Now, if you're in some kind of a legal situation, you might think, that's the guy I want to answer my questions. No problem. Why don't you contact the Port Charlotte office of Bruce L. Scheiner and Associates for a free consultation? The number's 941-743-7777. 941-743-7777. And if you'd like to submit a question for future consideration, just go to our website to do so at WCVU.com. Tell them Todd Matthews sent you from CVU 104.9.